Hello Virgo, and welcome to your Tarotscopes for the time of November 2013. Now we will be covering your home and your family, your career and your goals. We'll be looking at your finances, health and well-being and relationships during this period of time. First thing that you do have around in connection with your home is patience. Now you could be finding that you are a little bit less tolerant of events or situations or even people around you. You may need to wait for circumstances to fall into place or situations to be clarified. Any financial dealings or paperwork, if you're dealing with communications with people, you may be finding it's all a little bit out during this period of time, but patience will, perseverance will pay off. Okay, so it's like as if, you know, everything's kind of testing you during this period of time, but you know, wait it out. It is going to be quite beneficial. You will get what you need or what you want during this period of time, and you will be a lot more happier and at least a little bit more stress free. Okay, won't be as hot under the collar, and at least you'll have a bit more hair on your head too, because you won't be pulling your hair out. Okay, in connection with your career and your goals, there's a big clearing going on here. Okay, you've got a couple of directions that are open up to you, a couple of opportunities. You can see light at the end of the tunnel here with this pathway, and you're going to be finding that this is quite a fabulous time. Now for some, you may be finding that you're moving into another department, you've got another job role going on. Okay, you could be clearing the way because you've decided that it's ready for retirement. Maybe you're opening your own business, whatever it is. You've got this you know, dynamics of opportunity. Maybe you're taking on a second role, okay, or working up into a, you know, a second in charge or a higher position. For those that are looking for work, this is going to be one of those ways, one of those times that you seem to find that the way is a lot more opportunity sitting in front of you. Okay, not only that, you're able to clear up anything that has been outstanding. So if you've needed to get a certification or some education, some training, a little bit of mentoring, whatever it may have been, okay, this has helped open the right doors for you during this period of time for the right job or the right goals to be achieved during this period, and you're going to be very, very happy. It's like as if you can see, you know, the potential of these opportunities really turning into something more down, you know, later on down the road or down the track. In connection with your finances, a little bit of interference going on. Now, sometimes we have an idea of how we want to spend our money, and other times the universe or others around us have an idea of how they think we should spend our money. And what could happen is that you may have been saving something for a rainy day. You may be finding that, you know, you want to sell something, whatever it is, and then all of a sudden at the last minute, something just whips in and really leaves a little bit of a distaste in your mouth, okay, about this financial transaction or about this obligation. It could be that others are whinging and whining. It could be that you need to give it to, you know, you need to spend the money somewhere else. Financially, you're just finding that the incomes aren't consistent. So during this period of time, that's just saying here, don't, you know, get lost in thinking that you're going to, you know, buy something that you've been wanting for some time, and then all of a sudden you get it and you're quite disappointed that it really didn't turn out to be the product, or it didn't bring you the elation that you thought it would do. Okay, so this is about keeping some common sense on the financial areas. And for those that are in discussions to do with your money, you just could be finding that this is just one of those times that everything else seems to be interfering with the outcome at this time. But I guess I'm going to go back to the home you know, vibrations, which is patience. Patience and perseverance will pay off, okay? But don't let it kind of rob you of what you would really like to, you know, like accomplish in your incomes or your financial areas. In connection with your health being, health and well, you're going to be finding that this is one of those times that things are kind of going to be a little bit topsy-turvy. You may be finding you're giving into the excesses. You may be finding that you can't keep on track with things. You may be finding that, you know, there's too much sleep, not enough sleep. There's a bit of anxiety, you know, not enough kind of stimulation. Whatever it is, okay, it's just one of these months that, you know, if you're going to get your hair cut, it just probably won't turn out exactly how you'd hoped. But it's not saying it's a negative time. It's just meaning that this is a chance to kind of like say to you, okay, look, you know, maybe it's about just waiting this month out, not making any grand changes, and just knowing that it's all going to be okay. Whatever's not meant to go ahead with won't go ahead during this period of time because it's just not the right timing. In connection with your relationships, now you're going to be finding that relationships have a lot to do with you probably not needing to focus on so much the stress or anxiety. Am I good enough? Am I doing enough? Am I living up to my partner's expectations? What more can I do? It's like as if you're trying to overcompensate for something that doesn't need to be fixed, okay? Or this is a contribution that both of you are making, not just one person. And I just feel that there's this major kind of influx of, oh goodness, I need to do this. What can I do? How can I make it better? Does this person like me? What am I not doing that's, like making them happy? And by doing that, you're actually removing the beautiful side of what the relationship or the potential that the relationship does have by adding in all this additional stress that may not need to be there at this time. And I kind of get here, that kind of that awakening, or that, like, oh wow, everything is all right. I am just letting a past anxiety rise up, or I'm just getting over anxious about this, and everything is okay. I'm, the body image or the self-image is just going through a little bit of what we call a bit of a journey or a bit of an experience, but you haven't lost the shine. You haven't really changed into the person that you're probably perceiving as not as beneficial as what you'd hope. It's like as if you just kind of like focusing on all the flaws rather than seeing all the beautiful things that are kind of like sitting there. And like I said, this is adding additional stress that doesn't need to be there. For those that are single and looking, well, I guess, I could say, don't be so anxious. You'll meet the right person, okay? It could be that you go, oh my goodness, I've been on my own for so long. Maybe I'm going to miss the boat. All my friends are getting married and settled down and I'm not. This is not going to be the case, okay, for you for much longer. But you could be finding that you're adding to your stress by pinpointing the areas that are lacking at the moment and leaving them open to be exposed emotionally. And I just want to say, you know what, things are going to turn around quite nicely. You've got some beautiful potential out there, okay? Leave your heart and your mind open, and you never know where this month may lead.